Hello, and thanks for having a look at our Evaluating Interpretive Exhibits course. My name is John Paverka, and I'm the course instructor. A little bit about me, I got my bachelor's and master's degrees in interpretation at Ohio State University, where I also taught a course on interpretive master planning. Went to Alberta, Canada for a couple of years to do interpretive planning for World Heritage sites, and got recruited to come back to Michigan State University to work on a PhD and take over teaching the introductory and advanced interpretation courses. Now, one of the really useful things besides in the PhD program was be able to take pretty high-level courses in evaluation techniques, how to create visitor surveys, how to create and write questionnaires, how to do observational studies, and all kinds of techniques, including how to do statistical analysis of data to see what the evaluations were really showing. And I've been able to bring all that training and experience into my practice as an interpretive consultant, because we actually go out and do evaluations of exhibits and programs and services for people, and into this course to help you critique and evaluate your own exhibits. Now, interpretive exhibits are one of the most expensive interpretive media you're gonna buy, and quite often the most least productive for the money you spend. One of the problems is that many of the exhibits never had objectives and never really knew who the audience was and never really illustrated the theme. They sort of happened because back in the back room you got a stuffed raccoon and you want to do an exhibit on raccoons. Or if you're in a museum, you have a whole case full of old pottery and you want to do an exhibit on pottery. In many cases, those exhibits aren't actually designed to accomplish anything. They're just kind of a show and tell. So one of the questions we ask people is if you spent $10,000 on exhibits, how do you know you're getting $10,000 in benefits from those exhibits? What's the actual products of those exhibits? I mean, you spent all that money. I'm sure you wanted something in return for your investment. And in many cases, you don't know. You have no idea if the exhibits work at all, psychologically or as a learning tool. So the evaluation process kind of helps sort that out. We're going to look at two different kinds of evaluation. One is for existing exhibits. So if you have a room full of exhibits or a gallery full of exhibits, there's a process we call exhibit rehab. part of the course. You might find that to be pretty interesting. So I'm glad you had a look. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. And I hope you'll consider taking the An Interpreter's Guide to Evaluating Exhibits course. Thanks.